my name is Rosalie and I'll be doing our presentation today. So let's just get right into it. Phase 1, the analysis. We believe that it's necessary to increase brand awareness and effectively communicate the brand image, service concept, and portfolio to the customers. Based on this, we did research about the company and we found out that their mission is excellence in quality. They value modern design, high quality, and great function, and they want to create beautiful, convenient, and high quality lifestyle platforms for people. We used these important values while we created our new concept. We also looked into the popularity of modular houses, and we looked at the housing market and how this has been expanding. A market of 1.6 trillion won, and this is expected to grow in 2021 to 2.4 trillion won. Based on the company's earlier products, we deducted that they are a competitive product group that are expected to continue to increase demand due to the popularity of second houses. We also took a look at the company's media platforms, such as the website, the Instagram, and the showroom. We found the following two problems. There is an unclear brand identity. There are limitations of communication with consumers. We also looked at the competitors. For example, Placer's strength is that they provide guides explaining product types and options through webtoons. However, as a new company that started in 2019, they don't have much of a portfolio yet. Marum's strength is that they have great product exposure through the Naver Smart Store. However, it's very hard to get information on the products. Space Wavy, for example, they promote their products through short videos and are very easy to use. However, once again, they are a new company and they do not have many customers or content yet. Second House shows examples of model combinations and explain how their products can be used in various ways, but they are not promoting through social media anymore. Based on the competitors' analysis, we believe that it's very important for us to focus on the following 3 points: active communication, various customization, and low accessibility. As you can see here, the company is on the high price, low accessibility of information end. We want to change that and we want to make them more like IKEA and bring them towards a high price and high accessibility of information. We also looked at the 10 types of innovation diagnostics. We focused on the profit model, the network, process, product performance, product system, the channel, and the customer engagement. Based on this, we made a SWOT analysis. The most important takeaways from this are that the company provides high quality content and is sensitive to life changes. An opportunity is the mother company and that they deliver. The weakness is that they're not very active on social media and the lack of connection with customers. And a threat could be emerging competitors and the uncertain market growth. Phase 2. The company's concept proposal. As you can see here, the daily watch time is increasing each year and YouTube is the most watched website. YouTube isn't just used by the young generation, but also the middle-aged generation. The popularity of content that stimulates little forest in the heart. There is a growing interest in media content and relaxation that tell a story of the countryside. In particular, the rural life of young people is attracting attention. The MZ generation are called the digital natives who have been exposed to digital environments since childhood. According to NAS Media's 2021 Internet User Survey, a majority of respondents search for information through YouTube. This is because video information is more detailed and reliable than text information. We intend to communicate with the MZ generation, who will emerge as the main consumer group of the company in the future. Each Space, Each Story, a lifestyle platform channel that makes you want to experience the space. We are proposing the following 3 items: lifestyle content that provides a glimpse into the lifestyle of residents through vlogs or house tours. 2. Information transfer contents. Content that introduces and delivers information about products, such as a 360-degree house tour. Collaboration content. Camping, travel, or vlogs provided by influencers, such as YouTubers who shoot videos of their daily lives, or collaborations with interior platforms such as Today's House and Home Decor. In this case study, you can see an overview of popular companies and how successful they are. Another example is the GoPro. They actively utilize the UGC of fans who use their products. 80% of their uploaded videos are made by consumers and not by GoPro themselves. Another one is a glimpse into the daily life of people living in small houses. The YouTube channel Living Big in a Tiny House shares the happy daily life of those who dream of a smaller or more beautiful home. And lastly, the virtual global home tour IKEA Festival. At the IKEA Festival, 24 creators from around the world showed their homes, kitchen and studios and gardens for 24 hours. Based on this, we decided to focus on the following: maintaining brand identity, not a corporate promotional video focused on information delivery, lighting the lifestyle of people at home rather than companies and products, and delivering the value that can be provided to customers rather than features of the product. Phase 3, the prototype. As mentioned before, our concept is Each Space, Each Story, a platform where the stories of various life created by meeting people and spaces. The core values that we decided on are diversity, archive, and inspiration, and our design principles are minimal and intuitive design, flexible design, and natural design. Based on this, we made a mood board. It conveys a vivid experience by naturally capturing the real life. In a free and comfortable atmosphere, we make it accessible to anyone without a burden. The module is based on another product of the company, ODM, and through the frame we give the audience a glimpse into the life of people living in small houses. We want to give the audience the opportunity to form their own real opinions by showing them the whole picture. As you can see here, we made a few logo sketches. And we also made symbols. We also created these visual elements based on both the module and the frame. And here we have our prototype of the YouTube page. As you can see, we focused on all sizes accessible, the mobile size, the PC size, but also the television size. This is a prototype of how it would look like on a mobile phone. Then we also have a thumbnail image. These are view examples of what the thumbnails would look like. This is our second suggestion for a thumbnail image. Here the symbol the visual element will come back in the thumbnail. And these are once again examples of how this could work. This is how it would look like on a computer. Here you can see a prototype of what it would look like on both a phone and a computer screen. For example, these are all images that could be used to create diversity. This is the prototype of our Instagram feed. These are images of possible posts, what the channel could possibly look like. Thank you.
Welcome to this presentation of GHED app concept. We are Team Alpha and consist of Erica, Kim Geun-hye, and Lee Jin-hyuk. This is the index for this presentation. We will begin with the analysis of GHED and what we have found about their stakeholders. Later in the presentation, we will explain our concept and present our final design idea. We begin with GHED as a company. I'm guessing this is very familiar to the people at GHED, but our team wanted to write down what GHED represents so we could get a better idea of the company's views and current business. We found the motto, live anywhere, enjoy bigger, feel better, to be inspiring in the development of our product idea. So we began with a focus on people. The target audience of GHED are people working from home, high-income freelancers, and people in need of hobby space. Through our research, we also see a possible consumer in families with children. So our trend matrix resulted in the fact that people want a second home they can escape to, preferably with land or in nature. But we also saw a trend where customers sought after technology, preferably the same comfortable ones they have at home, like IoT and smart solutions. When we gathered a convergence map, we saw it clearly that people wanted something customizable and also wanted to get a chance to escape from their materialistic everyday life by having a second home. I'm going to present the important parts of the SWOT analysis since it was a big part of the decision of our concept. We saw the strengths in the customization, which we choose to incorporate in our design idea, and also the weaknesses is the lack of online presence was a big factor in what we decided to present. Because what our research told, we saw a lack of communication channels, and especially online. During the pandemic, when so much of our life has become digitalized and traditional person-to-person marketing techniques are restricted, we thought this was especially important to focus on. So, there is a bridge to be built between Gansam human environment and design and their customers and possible customers. So how do we build this bridge through Gansam human environment and design and their consumers? The solution we want to present to you today is a smartphone application. Nearly everyone carries a smartphone around all day, and we want to make people dream in their daily life through this smartphone app. We really embrace the dreamy motto, live anywhere, enjoy bigger, feel better, and bake those words into an app that makes people dream. The app is split into 4 services. The community, where people can meet other ODM lovers and discuss all kinds of ideas and worries. The counseling, where you as a company can pick up the customers and answer all their questions and help them in their decision to pick your house. And the design your own ODM and VR showroom, where people can escape from their boring everyday life and imagine their own ODM house. The community is made for the people who already have their ODM, the people waiting for their ODM, and the ones who dream of an ODM. It's made like a platform where you can ask questions, record, and discuss your second house life. The counseling is a consultation service on the app, possibly connected to the design service so people can design their dream ODM and then ask for counseling if they have questions or are ready to take the step to buy their ODM. The design service is where users can make a virtual house in the app. They can share the design with others and watch designs made by other users to get inspired. The users should be able to design the inside of their ODM with furniture, art, textile, and colors, and also decorate the landscape outside. The last service in the VR showroom, this is where users can get an experience how it is to be inside an ODM house, regardless of where they are or which time it is. From the company point of view, it's good to be able to show their houses in more detail, and it's a good alternative to having an offline showroom. From here on, I will present the prototype of the application. On the home banner, there is a menu where you can click from the various services, the community, the counseling, the ODM, and your own page. The community is where you exchange information with people with similar tastes. The first page shows the homepage of the community, where you can see all the different forums and all the popular posts from the different forums. When you enter a forum, which you can see here, you can only access posts from posted in that forum, which will help with users finding topics that caters to their interests. When you want to create a new post, you click on the plus, and there you can create a new post and add files. If you want to see your previous favorite and saved post, you click on the heart on the top right. The counseling part is a service that allows you to receive ODM counseling online. By clicking on the product, you can check the detailed description of the product. In addition, you can check the product's counseling review and construction examples. And you can also apply for counseling of the product. In the ODM tabs, the design part, it contains 3 tabs: the collection, the portfolio, and the design. In the first collection tab, you can check the list of products belonging to ODM and DAO houses by GHED. You can check the product details by clicking the list. In the second portfolio tab, you can check the real houses produced by GHED. So when you click the list, you can check the description and detailed images of the houses. If you click the view details in the top, you can see the house in more detail. And you can also see the house from any point of view you want, like a VR showroom. And in the design part, you can make your own house. You can also check the houses created by other users to get inspiration. By pressing the plus button, you can drag and place various objects such as doors, windows, lighting, and furniture. Thank you very much. It's been an honor working on this project, and we hope we have inspired the people at GANSAM Human Environment and Design. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, my name is Zuhair Bakir, and on behalf of my group Team AlphaGo, I welcome you to our final presentation in our module Senior Design Workshop, where we present you an idea for GHED. I will guide you through our presentation and explain our vision or concept for GHED, which could be incorporated. In our index, you can see that I will talk first about the GHED analysis that we made and the situation analysis, then about current problems that are occurring, and then about our idea, which includes personas, the concept, simulation, and its potential on the market. First, we have our GHED analysis, where you can see that we have a vision and a point where we can see what they actually do. So from the first impression we had on the website, we saw that it's initially a website, a high-quality lifestyle platform that should incorporate places for people who choose a kind of a different lifestyle than the one existing at the moment in, for example, Seoul City. The second point is, what is that actually? So on one hand, we have kind of architecture and places, and on the other hand, we then have like software, the contents. And in between that, or that together, then provides a trend analysis, consumer research, and architecture concerns. On the second analysis page, we kind of divided the company GHED in different keywords. For example, buyers, business, design, product development, architecture, and stakeholders. And we kind of looked at what kind of different aspects go into these different keywords. For example, in architecture, we have planning, design, sustainability, construction, materials. And in buyers, we then have totally different aspects like who wants to rest away from the city on weekends, who wants to build vacation home. So we have this different kind of aspects that are then divided in subgroups to kind of get an organization in the structure of GHED to see what we're actually dealing with. And here are these main points that we focused on. After having divided the company in these different subgroups, we were then able to see what are the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to the company GHED. I will not go through all the points, but I will point out the most important ones, starting with the weakness. Here we think that the biggest factor is that the company is not very known to the broad public, and that it also might be quite difficult to purchase such an item, which then leads me to the price and the threats of the company. We think that at the moment the whole concept is very pricey, and thinking of other competitors in this sector, as you mentioned, for example, the company Mini, which also develops these kind of tiny houses, it might be a threat that it's not such a niche market. Having said that, we see on the other hand big strength points in the company and opportunity possibilities for the future. For example, we see that it's a fresh and new market, it's future oriented, it could have a huge impact in developing countries or big city with high land prices, and the welfare industry for the poorer kind of social people. So after our analysis, we realized that the company GHED might provide too many things, and we tried to think a bit out of the box and see if we could create a niche product. Such a niche product for us was a project to support rookie artists. Here we point out some facts which are reasons why there's a lack of spaces for rookie artists in South Korea. For example, there are financial problems, a lack of space and opportunities to present their work, and high barriers to enter the established market.
Is there a place where new artists like me can perform?
Is there any space where I can display my works?
Is there any place to get new inspiration?
So when we read through these description of these young artists, we see or get the feeling that the main point is that there is no stage for rookie singer to perform, there is no gallery for rookie painter to exhibit, there is no space for new artists to work or to communicate with other artists of various fields and receive new inspiration. So our idea is to support rookie artists by utilizing the advantages of ODM, which leads to OFRA. ODM for rookie artists, which include OFRA Stage, OFRA Gallery, and the OFRA Village. The main point for the OFRA Stage is that it's free, there is a reservation system, and it's downtown in the city. Here we've put together a collage where you can see how the whole thing could look. So there could be this OFRA Stage where you are then able to perform, people gathering, see what you're performing. You can then sell your goods, sell your album or your single, and promote yourself to a bigger scale. The second service we would provide would be OFRA Gallery, which is a street gallery, and again it works same as the OFRA Stage. It's also free. There is a reservation system which could be an app and is mostly located downtown, and is a business that provides space for young artists to exhibit their work. Here again an image how this could look on one of your houses. So you'd have these Ofra galleries which provide some space outside but also inside, where people can then have a look at young artists' work and also connect with them. Our third service would then be the Ofra Village, which is inspired from your ODM village, but instead for residential purposes, it would be a village for young creators. And there should be a selected program, it should be located in nature, and interaction should be the main focus so that people exchange their different ideas and concepts regarding art. Here you can see that we have taken one of your ODM village concept ideas and put our Ofra idea into it, and we kind of imagine of a happy place where people can then explore their creativity and show what they're able to do with their hands or acting or singing. Here we see how this whole thing could look on street level. So you see that you have an Ofra gallery in the back, an Ofra stage in the front, you have a lot of people, you have interaction, you have kids, you have parents. It's just a space of a lot of inspiration. On the market potential, we see or think that Ofra could move forward as a way of ESG management, and that GHD could provide Ofra platforms and kind of solve this social problem and support young creators. And I think with that sentence, we explained our idea and concept. So I thank you very much for your attention. I hope you liked our idea, and it was a pleasure to work on this project. Thank you very much. On behalf of Team AlphaGo, goodbye.
Hello, welcome to our presentation. I'll now present our design strategy. First things first, this is our team. And we came up with a branding concept. So the current branding concept is a platform for better lifestyle. What we suggest is going a step further and creating a high quality lifestyle through a reliable interaction. That being said, the brand essence should be the reliable interaction. It's our essence to be a platform that helps our customers have a satisfying experience easily. The brand vision, on the other hand, is a high-quality, hyper-connected lifestyle. Our vision is to make customers experience high-quality lifestyle anywhere in their hands. The core values of this branding concepts are displayed here. Three things are very important. It's first customizing, second reliability, and the leading feature. The mission of the branding concept is that all activities that are provided should be reliable and interesting in terms of experience for the user. The philosophy is that the company always thinks about the better life of the customers. And the concept itself can be explained by a platform in the hand of the customers where the customer can experience a better lifestyle. So having this brand concept, we created brand personality on top of it. This brand personality will be a sweet but kind expert. He's a person who likes to communicate with people, listen to their stories, and at the same time uses a calm and reliable tone. So the question now is how to get this brand personality into a new platform. What we've done is to map brand keywords with the brand principles, so kind-hearted to friendly, reliable to leading and simple, user-friendly to easy and considerate, and sophisticated to witty and refined. We also came up with some examples of very good interaction in our opinions. First of all, we came up with Apple. So Apple AR transforms how you work, learn, play, shop, and connect with the world around you. It's a perfect way to visualize things that would be impossible or impractical to see otherwise. Further, we found C-Soup. C-Soup is an online interior design platform that turns your imagination into reality. Unlike previous interior services, C-Soup provides a new experience through 3D spaces and AR/VR ultra-high-resolution content. So basically, it previews the imagination of the customer. Our first example is a free interior simulation service that allows you to place the furniture sold in today's house on the actual drawing of your house and get confidence in the arrangement. So you can basically arrange the furniture, and once you finish the arranging, you can check out the final layout and get a very good and realistic impression of how your final interior design will look like in real life. A further example is IKEA. So IKEA Place is a product which lets you imagine how products will look, feel, and fit in your home without ever having to open the front door. So basically, you can use your phone to place IKEA products in your home without ordering them or buying them, and then you get a very good impression. We also benchmark those examples because they differ significantly in their features. So we created a matrix which shows the convenience against the complexity of the examples. So first of all, Apple provides by far the least features, but their software is at the same time extremely easy to use and understand. On the other hand, C-Soup is a lot more complex, but in some concerns also very limited, because it does not provide the ability to move through the created interior design and thus lacking the real AR feature. IKEA has a wide range of VR interior design features, but at the same time, it's less convenience to use. It's less easy to understand. So it's a little bit more left on the convenience axis. The most complexity provides this interior design software, but it's also the least convenient. It's not very easy to use because it has a lot of features, it has a lot of complexity. Finally, we came up with our own design prototype for an app, basically, which you can use on your phone or on your tablet. So it starts with a welcome screen and a start button, which already shows a picture of a ODM in the background. Then you can swipe through the screens to get to know what ODM actually stands for. Then you got a feature where you can place a real size 3D ODM in a space where you're currently at. So basically you're like in the park, for example, you pull out your phone and you can place an ODM and have a look how it would look like in like real life if it were standing there. And finally, you also can go into the house and adjust the interior design to get a feeling how the final interior design would look like. Also, the app could provide features like a chat service for answering questions, as well as a news feed, which displays the newest ads and news around the topic. Here you can see a summary of all the screens and the final design for the platform. That was our presentation. Thank you very much.
Hi, and welcome to this briefing. To start with, we'll give you a quick resume of why and how we've gathered information enough to create the concept that we'll brief to you today. To get knowledge of Gansam and ODM, we started this project by analyzing the brand, and besides gathering information about the brand from the presentation in class, we have also done additional field research which has led us to understanding the values of the brand. Gansam states that by implementing rich imagination and creative design through space, we provide people with joy, wonder, and happiness in life and propose new lifestyles. And this is what we want to expand into our concept. We have been analyzing ODM's competition to understand the competitors' strengths and weaknesses in comparison to ODM and to find a gap in the market. By combining these analysis with SWOT and TOWS analysis of ODM, we became more aware of which aspects of the brand could be highlighted and what direction our concept could take. By making customer journeys to understand the needs of the consumers, we quickly realized that homely comfort and design can be presented in other ways than in buildings, which lead us to... In this briefing, we'll tell you about the concept that we have made. We call this ODM Homeline. One of the most important factors to consider when selling a house, old or new, is the interior. First impressions and comfort are crucial when potential customers come to see a home, even if they decide to see it virtually. And what better ways there to decorate a house without having to collaborate with other brands and give Gansam the opportunity for a high income than to do your own interior deco line. We call it ODM Homeline. Our vision for the design of ODM Homeline is to create furniture and decorations that are modern, photogenic, and warm. We want to give Gansam's customers the opportunity to create a home with furniture and decors from ODM Homeline that looks exclusive, feels comfortable, and makes their home cozy. Also, the photogenic interior makes it easy for Gansam to create beautiful content.
An eco-friendly brand. The idea we have is to make a home line interior and decor friendly. This we want to do to continue the basic foundation and values of ODM. As told in the introduction, what this concept is meant to do is not only create a second line of income for Gansam, but also help increase the awareness of the brand name and better their identity. With a new interior and decor line, ODM gets the opportunity to have a second niche and an eco-friendly one, which will positively affect and reflect on the Gansam's brand image and identity. Where to sell? Our vision of ODM Homeline is first and foremost to be purchased online on a website and via app. However, we think it will be relevant to sell ODM decors in multi-brand stores to start. By placing ODM products in multi-brand stores, they will already have a customer base. The best reason to place a new brand in a multi-brand store is to create a customer's frequency illusion. After seeing the name ODM Homeline, the next time the consumer stumbles upon the brand name, they will recognize it repeatedly. The same thing will happen when the customer hears other people talk about ODM, whether it's about the concept of tiny homes or the new Homeline. As mentioned earlier, we created an app. Besides selling ODM furniture and decor on our website, we find it relevant to create an app where customers can shop freely. In addition, the app will have a modern and simple look to represent exclusivity. I will guide you through the app. As we mentioned in the presentation, I will guide you through the app we created, and here you'll be at the starter screen. You go to the login and you come right away to the home screen. Here you see some different categories like the sleeping room, kitchen, bathroom, and you're wondering what's in the kitchen section. On top of the screen you see some other categories like bowls, glass, placemats, and you see right away that there's a top seller. You see that we used reviews, and using reviews is really important to show because you allow the consumer to get a trustworthy sense of how this product is criticized by other product users. Some other important elements is this recommended section, and here you see some other products that they most likely would like if they like this mug. But we're wondering what's inside this ceramic section. We go here and you see that we used a little introduction, and here it's really important to see the keywords like intimate or party, dinner, cozy, family, and those words represent Gansam really well. I'm wondering what's in this section, so I go down and I see some beautiful plates, and I can see even some more specification about it. You can see it by everyone. And here you go back because you saw the little mug and you're really interested what's more of this. So you go here and you see that you even can choose different colors. So you choose a color, you read the specification about this product. You can choose to buy it or to put it in storage. So I will do that. And then I can go back and I can shop some even more if I want to. The only thing we didn't include in the app is an AR option, but it will be in the final one. The ODM Homeline app gives the customer the opportunity to virtually see the products in their own homes. AR allows customers to see the products and experience the atmosphere in their own environment. Using AR in marketing is rapidly increasing, especially because, as study has shown, AR can be an effective tool to boost online brands and increase sales. Besides placing decor in multi-brand stores and creating an app, it will be relevant for the brand to stay active on social media. A simple way for Gansam to create more robust social media engagement is by doing competitions through ODM Homeline, own's Instagram profile, and also through influence collaborations. Another way to increase engagement is to rapidly create and post content and also make interactive stories to include the audience and potential customers. Another concept we had in mind was to create an ODM tiny home holiday rentals. To promote both ODM tiny homes and ODM Homeline, we wanted to fill some houses with furniture and decorations from ODM Homeline and invite influencers to stay for a couple of nights to make content and promote it both on social media. Influencer collaborations are highly effective in marketing. We want to thank you for listening to our presentation and we hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to our presentation. My name is Michael and I'm here to represent Team GMT. I'm excited to tell you about our innovative idea to reach the customers while providing them with a unique and unforgettable user experience with the help of state-of-the-art technology. But first I will tell you a little bit about the brand, the market research followed with our idea paired with some examples. Gansam Human Environment and Design, or GHED, is a company that provides service with a product, the architectural design with the actual house. They provide it with a vision to create a well-designed lifestyle throughout products with quality as easy and convenient as possible. Before we come to the idea, I will first tell you a little bit about the research we did to get to know our customers better. Some important things we found were the rapid growing market and the huge potential for tiny houses, especially in Korea. Also, the desire to have a second house grows among the target group. They start preferring to stay at one location for a longer time, more than traveling to various places for only a few days. The only problem is there is not much knowledge in terms of tiny houses. A lot of people don't know exactly what it is, and some haven't even heard about it. With this and the vision in mind, we wanted to create an extraordinary touchpoint between GHED and the customer. So what is it? Our idea is to reach potential customers using pop-up stores equipped with VR and AR devices to visualize the ODM in the most vivid way possible. So there will be pop-up stores located throughout downtown Seoul. Here the participants can use provided VR devices to experience the tiny house as real as possible. From the moment the user puts on the head device, they will feel like they are really at the location. This will be perfect for GHED's target group, that are people who want to leave the busy city life like here to move more to a rural area like this.
So how will it exactly work? The so-called VDM, that stands for Virtual Domicile Module, will have the same appearance of the actual ODM from the outside as from the inside. Once the person enters the VDM, it will be welcomed with an introduction about the project and all the possibilities. In these VDMs there will be virtual reality devices. This gives the participants the opportunity to see the ODM on the location they wish. For example, they are planning on placing the ODM on Jeju. They can select the Jeju location and see how it would look like almost in real life. Once the user puts on the head device, the user can see the interior and exterior with the desired location. But it doesn't stop here. The user can use the augmented reality technology to view the ODM and even change objects, colors and move things around. The AR technology is easy to use and the customer can do it at any location, anytime. They just need a mobile phone. As well as with the VR technology, the user can see the interior and exterior. These methods will significantly help the customers with planning and visualizing. The chance of having a cognitive overload will be thus eliminated. But one of the most important things is that it won't just be a one-way promotion. It will be a pleasant experience for the customers because the increasement of interaction and engagement. Thank you very much for listening, and if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be happy to answer all of your questions.
Hi, welcome to our presentation. We are Team Klein, and today we will be giving our final presentation. I'll be guiding you through the analysis that we did, the conclusions we've drawn from them, continuing on to the benchmark and the concept we've developed. When we look at the key facts, we see that the shop uses a collaboration with other brands to make, for example, pop-up stores and use AR filters for SNS platforms. The focus is on small spaces and the lifestyle that Gansam Human Environment Design is offering to people. Formerly, the trends were mostly based on having banners on websites and offline brochures and showrooms, whereas currently it's very much based on social media and much more personal, as users get user-based recommendations through, for example, AI systems. And for offline, AR filters and metaverse environments are used to give customers an indirect experience for the space. What we found for the convergence map is that Gansam primarily commercializes building space, they suggest a new lifestyle, they research on new lifestyle products, they create a new style of space, they include software in the product and the tangible and intangible assets of space products and contents. For the no context, we made a perceptual map and we've discovered that Gansam is a bit more expensive compared to the competitors and they're a bit more famous. For the 10 types of innovation diagnostics, We've seen that because of having prior experiences due to the mother company, they have very good experience and their structure is very strong. They have many experts in their house who they can direct according to their own needs, which gives them a good benefit compared to their competitors. When we look at things like service, we see that they provide a lot of things, but we do see that the brand is lacking a bit. They are not that famous amongst people, and when we Googled this company, their own websites were the only ones that pop up, and we think that others are not really talking about them. Our conclusion is also that they have to change their tone of voice, because currently there are many vague terms used like living solutions or other jargon that might not be very understandable for customers. We also saw a lot of text on the website, and we want them to implement a more approach like show, don't tell. From the SWOT analysis, we've also seen different things like that the company could create a product range that is slightly cheaper, and they could establish a more better image for the safe non-face-to-face contact concept house and promote that more. So things like this were discovered. We've done 2 interviews with architect students, and they confirmed our research a bit. For example, they also thought that people were missing on the website. So there's a lot of texts, and they said that they didn't necessarily feel like reading all of it. And in all the pictures, there are no people. But they are also very curious, like who were architects that worked on the projects? What is the atmosphere like inside the buildings after they were completed? They wish to see more floor plans. They're very curious about things like this, and for example also the materials used, especially because nowadays environmental sustainability is held on high standards. So they want to be more included in the story and the decision making. Based on these analyses, we had to make a decision because we had different things from the analyses, like the non-face-to-face house could be promoted better, for example. But there was also the aspect of the brand and that they had a bit of a weak brand identity. So we chose to make a rebranding with the slogan and tagline. This is because we want to change the tone of voice and make it so it's very immediately understandable to people from all kinds of target audiences. So we chose to make a rebranding with a slogan and a tagline. So we did a benchmark of other brands to look at what good rebrandings were like, and we looked at the bad rebrandings. Of course, there's the famous Nike, "Just Do It." They were one of the most successful slogans used in marketing, and they had a lot of opportunities to make good storytelling ads with these slogans. When we look at rebranding, the good points are to have a very strong identity, an impressive logo and slogan, customer communication is very clear, and sustainability and collaboration and campaign. When we look at bad examples, we found Caffè Bene. This brand changed their logo many times, and customers weren't able to remember who they were or what they stood for. They had a mix-up of 2 concepts they wanted to do, and it was a bit confusing to customers. What we can tell from this is that some companies have bad slogans and they don't know what they stand for themselves very well, and this creates confusion to customers as well. When the brand is strong but the quality of the product is low, then the brand identity doesn't matter that much because they will basically disappoint their customers, so they can't really fulfill their customer needs accordingly. The reason to use a slogan is because you want to leave a key brand message in consumers' minds that even if they don't remember your brand, they will remember the advertisement and they'll remember the slogan. The important parts of having a slogan are to have a memorable one. So it needs to have a key benefit. The second one is that it differentiates the brand, shows its uniqueness, and it imparts positive feelings about the brand. And most importantly, you create a brand that people love. Important things about slogans are to have consistency. You can't keep changing the brand image or logo too often because people won't be able to recognize the brand as the years pass by. And the company should focus on the total image of the brand, not only on the outer appearance, and that should be reflected in all aspects of the company. Make it fun for people to get to know your brand and find fun ways to introduce it to new clients. So we started brainstorming, and the things we came up with are less is more, it's in the little things, and the cute saves the world in Korean. Less is more is the most common quote for designers. It has many meanings, and we think it fits the small house very well. So our slogans are, it's in the little things, and it effectively delivers ODM's values. Enjoy the simple life, meaning the ODM can give simple life and enjoyment. And 적은 꽃이 세상을 구한다, which is a parody of the other sentence. It means that the smaller can save the world, and small things are better than huge and giant things. It gives a comfortable and cute impression for customers to make the brand more familiar. So we made posters to appeal to customers with the company's new slogan and promotions. It can be used in Instagram stories, website title areas like banners, the office of the company, and a complicated spot in the city like Gangnam Station, where it will be seen by many people. So here we've made some examples with the slogans. You see a very cozy atmosphere, and it looks very appealing. That's very important to us, but it also contains some emotion, like in the third poster, things that basically include a lot of atmosphere of the buildings. So not just the structure, but the stories that come with them and the life that can be lived there. This can be done in many ways, for example, including pets, or just showcasing things that people love. I think some people love plants nowadays, for example. So you could show a house that's fully decorated with so many plants and just show a different side of the tiny house. Here we've also made a bit more less is more in the second poster, which just shows a very cute, simple image. We have some additional suggestions. We think it's a good idea to hire a photographer that's also an influencer with many followers online. Here we found some examples of this, and we think it's good to promote in this way because these people can also showcase this immediately on their website and give the content a boost. So that was our presentation. Thank you so much for listening. We would like to thank, first of all, the company and our professor for providing us with this project, and we've enjoyed working on it. We hope you've liked our prototype and the slogans. Thank you. 안녕하세요.
Okay, hello. This is the Rocket Guy Group, and this is our final presentation about the concept proposal on GHED. The group member here is Ping-Ye Na, Amira Liang Chenrui, and Nam Chu Lu. Here is our Zoom meeting stream shot here. And at first of the research, we did the median scan about the Ganshan company. They provide the architecture, space product, and their proposed operate space, place, and plan products that meet the customer's need. They also propose a new lifestyle to customers. And the keyword that we summarize is simple but enough. Next, we did the Earth map. The GHED is a subsidiary of the Ganshan Construction Company. Next, we have the form exploration. We make this from three aspects as from, turn, and to, based on the language, visual, and identity part. From the language, it's from Korea contains section in English, train English-Korean switch to multi-language option. And for visual, it's from basic minimalistic portfolios, somewhere confusing, trend portfolio easy to separate it, and animated thumbnail to 3D view and VR option. From the identity part, it's from no teaser video, trend teaser video, and website background sound to introductory video for each product. And then we make the SWOT analysis. The strength is It's not just the architecture, it's developed into connected platform, suggest a living solution as well. A portable wooden house is a unique item and adds a content necessary for the optional of the value product. And the weakness here is a lack of information about the company and not well known among the public, and it is also hard to order online. The opportunity here we have is it have increasing demand of the small house, and more people are looking forward to a different type of house and wants to feel positive emotion, not just only a housing, but also in space. And the third here is that we need to respond to the mobile environment. Next, we made these competitor maps here from two aspects, from classical to modern and simple to complex. As we can see, the Gansan company's locations at the simple and the modern part here. And then we summarize our concept keyword as coexistence and minimalizing. For coexistence, it's not only does it exist as an architecture, but it also coexisted with the user. And for the minimalizing, we want to make the customers more easier and to understand the GHED. And for the concept, we want to make the minimal graphics that can show the architectural portfolio in detail are isometric. So we developed the isometric graphic. So what isometric is a perspective method that express object and can be seen mainly in architectural design. To explain it easily, this is a method of drawing consistently in a composition that looks down from the top to bottom. And here is a reference website here. And this is our work of the isometric graphic here. We actually make 4 types of graphic. And the first is the product ODM, which stands for the offsite domicile module, and 100% of the space under 30 square meter in the factory. It is a micro housing that is manufactured and transported to the place the customers want. And the second is the catalog form. This is the second product standard house proposed by Ganshan Life Design. They made a total of 9 products based on the lifestyle and the growth flow area. The third is the ODM Village. It is the more market analyzed product blending master plan from prototype development, promotion planning, and the pre-selling channel construction. It provides a series of tasks for sale. And the third and fourth is the Stay OEM, which is the lifestyle platform proposed by Ganshan Lifestyle. In addition to prototype development, it includes proposed furnitures, landscaping, and the optional plans. And next, this is our log design icon and the color selection about the application. And this is the structure of the application and the architecture of the whole logic flows here. As we can see, we put the searching blank on the top and the details contents at the middle, and at the bottom there's a catalog here. First of the flow, first is intro, and you can log or research or register it to the main page. And down below here it's a catalog, and we put the product We put a product menu here to search and shopping banks and category. And the portfolio here, we use the graphic to show the full type of the products that GHED made. And there's the example of the intro and the login page here. First, we have the teaser and the page to register or log here. And this is a portfolio of the asymmetric graphic here. And here we also made the animation of the prototype here. Let's just see. The registered interface. You need to log in. The messages content. And here is a graphic about each product. This is the order system. Okay, thanks. That's all.